consequences that were rendered. Stretched myself beyond my means. It's been a while.
And that's why I'm banned from every Jollibee's in the country.
Jollibee's now, where are those regionally usually?
In the South.
They're pretty south. Yeah, I figured they were pretty southern.
Yeah, I can't go down there, just in general.
Yeah, because there's Jollibee, everywhere you turn. But it's been a while.
It's been a while.
You know it. You love it. That's that classic sound.
Oh, you love it.
Yeah. We promised we were going to be a little bit more consistent. We haven't been, but we got a banger today.
Yeah, I promise a lot of women a lot of things, so sorry.
Banger today, banger next week with friend of the show, Caleb. No? But, yeah, it's going to be fun. But today we have a very special one, Crazy Frog, a.k.a.
yes.
The Annoying Thing was his original Swedish name. He comes from Swedish descent. And before we get into that, though, which, Crazy Frog is all well and good and it's going to be a fun ride, there is some bad news that I need to share.
Crazy Frog bad news?
Crazy Broad?
Crazy Frog bad news?
Not Crazy Frog bad news. More a crazy occurrence of a crazy band. And, I figured it's musical. This might as well be the one. That I put this on. So without further ado, I need to play this video that you've seen, I've seen many times, and I'm sure our audience will have seen many times also probably. And without further ado, I'll play the video. What the fuck is up, Denny's? Now, unfortunately, this band here, Live Without, are now officially enemies of the show. And it sucks to say it. I wish I didn't have to say it. But, I reached out a while back and asked them to come on the show.
Give me It's Been a While bump.
Giving me It's Been a While bump to just talk shop, and it hadn't been explained yet by anybody. And they left me on red, and it was whatever. I had no hard feelings. I figured this was probably a busy group of men, and I did not have any problem with them leaving me on red. But then I ordered this shirt. Now, it was the Denny's Grand Slam long sleeve. I was really excited. You know what the fuck is up. Gildan Hammer long sleeve, screen printed, ships within 2 to 3 weeks. Now, I purchased this because I still wanted to represent this band, and this is what was on the back. Pretty awesome. It's an art, a painting of the glorious scene we saw right there, and they didn't ship it. They fucked me. Here's my proof. I got it right here. Here's my $3.60. That's a good chunk of change, and here it is. You can live without. That's their email. And I ordered this on, where's it at? May 5th at 6 in the morning. I was up early, ready to order this. I was up at the crack of the dawn for this drop, trying to get it. And here I sent him an email. I said, hey, I can send you my order number down below. I cut that off here, but I sent that down below.
Extra large.
Months later, yeah, I'll grow into it. What do you mean?
It's a lot of Denny's.
They shrink. I wanted a Grand Slam. Now, this is over 2 months later. I've now sent it, and I'm on Facebook. I'm saying, hey, any update on those shirts a couple weeks ago? Other people are getting their stuff. Other people are getting their flags. Other people are getting their merch. 9 weeks ago, it looked like. Just wondering when the merch will be arriving. Just got the shit on Friday. This was 9 weeks ago. Where's my shit? I didn't get any message back. Been months sent orders. So there's been a couple people. Look, a couple people are also getting pissed. For a while, I thought I was the only one, but I dug a little deeper. I censored out their names, but I never received a shirt I ordered 2 years ago. Don't buy, you won't receive the item, you'll be ghosted on a refund. Seems like a common theme. So shit, they really are fucking people apparently, and it sucks. It sucks that Live Without, the What the Fuck Is Up Denny's band, is an enemy of the show. That really hurts. and I, we needed to announce that somewhere. Crazy Frog's a goofy one. There's a lot of crazy stuff with Crazy Frog, so I figured, we'll chase the medicine with sugar, spoonful of sugar, some medicine go down. That was the medicine. Now it's Crazy Frog time. But yeah, fuck that band, and they're not even that good. The real gimmick was Denny's. Sorry.
Judgment has been passed.
Sorry. Now hard cut to the annoying thing. Now here he is in his first appearance right here. This is the first footage of him ever.
Ding dong out.
Ding dong out. Little cock.
Ding 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 ding.
I guess maybe he's a grower. Do you remember the first time you saw this? Was it an important moment in your life? This was like 9/11. It was substantial enough to remember.
No, it was just a commercial.
You saw it as like what on Cartoon Network probably then?
Yeah, I think Cartoon Network.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll explain exactly what those commercials was, but I remember hearing this a lot in gym class. I remember when they'd have us running laps and whatnot in the gym. They'd have us doing laps and even like dodgeball in like junior high. I remember them playing this. Along with Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses on loop.
I can't imagine how many dubstep remixes this would be like right before the drop on if it came out a little bit later.
Yeah, a decade or so later, how different this would have been. Every single club would have had the Crazy Frog, potentially performing live, because believe it or not, Crazy Frog has performed live. I'll explain that. But
he had to be alive to do that.
Yeah, Crazy Frog is alive and well, even though he has died more than once in canon. But
I was in Indiana for a wedding for my cousin, and I saw they had a baby shark live. I don't know what that's all about either.
See, this is much better than that sort of stuff. The content, this Crazy Frog content was kind of the original Baby Shark, but it's better. In my opinion. So here's crazyfrog.com. You got it's just kind of a portal to everything Crazy Frog that you would need. The Crazy Frog's Discord though is fairly popping. There's like 10,000 people in here, and it's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's officially ran by anybody that owns any sort of Crazy Frog, IP.
I was gonna ask who owns the Crazy Frog right now, if you knew.
What's weird is I know a lot of people that have owned Crazy Frog, but I don't exactly know who officially owns it right now. And even if I did, which I might have just missed it, but even if I did, it's hard to tell who's in control of the social media and whatnot, because this is very different. The Discord is very memed out, and it's kind of very meta in terms of just kind of how memey it is. And but the Crazy Frog official, not that many there, 15.7K. Really not that many, followers. But Crazy Frog did have a huge hiatus. There was a long break, and he only kind of had a resurgence in the past 2 years. And even on TikTok, only 30.1, which is usually he's got a check mark and everything. So usually
pretty
TikTok
good.
really blasts people. You'd think Crazy Frog would do gangbusters on TikTok. And seemingly not, which is strange. And then, of course, you get your Twitter, which is right under 69K, and just pretty much promoting stuff. Joined April of 2020.
Brand new single, Tricky, is out now.
Tricky. We will listen to Tricky. This episode will be claimed. But if you see up there, they have almost 3,000 tweets also, so they be tweeting. And, April of 2020. So, right after quarantine, so a lot of decisions were probably made there right in that first month. That for some reason, Crazy Frog of all times needed to come back at the start of the pandemic when the world needed him most.
Yeah.
Crazy Frog came back at a weird time. He's on something. He's advertising. He's on VK, which appears to be some Russian social media. So apparently you can still link up with Crazy Frog on Russian social media. They did not get silenced. Crazy Frog did not pull out of Russia like a lot of other people did.
Good.
Crazy Frog stayed
Do frogs have backbones?
Apparently. They got some tasty legs. Have you eaten frog legs?
No.
Will you ever try them?
No.
Me neither, right? Fuck that.
Oh, it tastes like chicken. Cool. I'll have some chicken, please.
I'll have some chicken, dude. Now I want some chicken. You know what I don't want? Some frog legs.
Caleb's always trying to get me to eat gross shit. He's like, eat frog legs.
Eat blood.
Eat testicles.
He's like, eat my testicles. He's
No, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah, no, Caleb's a freak. He's a sicko. And now I'm even questioning whether we have him on the monkey episode or not. Because if he gets too into it, he might start flinging his own shit and eating bananas and stuff. And I don't know if we can handle that in this nice
Yeah, we're
clean
going to put
studio.
tarp down for sure.
It's a nice clean studio. It's going to suck. This is the official. I don't know. Have we recorded? We haven't recorded in the actual official studio. So Dave's out of here, by the way.
Yeah,
It's this is all official now, and it's wild. We're gonna get a couch. You're gonna see this is gonna become like a real thing, hopefully. But what's next? So there's just social media, not as popping as you'd think. They haven't posted on YouTube in like 6 months or so. It's interesting. Kind of they keep saying Crazy Frog will be back, and we've yet to see a return. Super recently, but of course we got to get some of the backstory behind Crazy Frog. And before we get the backstory, we got to get some of the story about the audio. And I teased this to you the other night, but this gentleman right here is actually the audio. So Swedish student Daniel Malmedal recorded himself imitating noises made by a two-stroke engine. After he posted this to an unknown website, it grabbed the attention of a Swedish television researcher who invited Malmedal to perform the engine noises on television. So this was also a thing called the insanity test before it was Crazy Frog, which is wild. So this was this thing where you're supposed to turn your speakers, allow it to load, turn it up a bunch, stare at the picture, and the picture was just this car, and it was just him making the audio. And if you start laughing, consider yourself legally insane. So they wanted this to be a big deal. This was one of those classic internet, emails getting circulated around.
Yeah.
But here it is. Here is the audio.
Ding 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 bing bing bam dum bam 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 bim bam bra ba bra 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 brim bran ran ran ba 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 ring ding ding.
So I've tried to get in contact with him. Not really online, unfortunately. It would be I don't know how long of a chat we could really have with Daniel, but it would be cool because there's no video interview of him. There's only things like this. So I have a lot of sounds. I always tend to imitate a lot of stuff in my environment. Kind of like the guy from Police Academy, right?
Yeah, I was going to say he's like a Kroger Michael Winslow.
He's just kind of doing some. So
Beeps the Swedes and the Creed. There you go. My dad would love that joke.
So I really, wish there's this Amiga game audio. There's not a whole lot of audio for this, but apparently there wasn't a lot on TV in Sweden because they were like, we gotta have Daniel on. That's what was going on in Swedish TV in '97 was we gotta get Daniel on to make the engine noises. And here is he's supposedly a computer component salesman. Gothenburg, Sweden is best known for developing the ding-ding voice of the Crazy Frog. And these projects he's tagged in is Wanna Kill and World Hater.
Dope as fuck.
Neither of which have, they don't go anywhere. Like, when you go to these, they don't bring you anywhere. So there's no, information about these supposed projects of his whatsoever. But yeah, he has this kind of knockoff Swedish IMDb page.
Gothenburg.
Yeah, pretty fucking vampire-esque sounding town there.
Oh, I thought it was where Swedish Batman's at.
Okay, yes.
I am Bruce Banner.
Hell yeah. So
It's not kind of.
Daniel there had nothing to do with Eric here, besides they were both from Sweden. But in 2003, a guy named Eric Wernquist created the 3D animation using Lightwave 3D modeling application. He called it The Annoying Things, which is the initial name of the frog. Now, he claims he didn't even really think he was like a frog. He was just making an annoying little monster. And the Crazy Frog was not the original creator's name, which seems almost blasphemous to change it, but whenever you sign, that you lose the rights to naming stuff. But the annoying thing, it was what it was called truly, which is interesting. But yeah, I got put on some weird, some turbo 3D website. People were downloading him, that video we watched at the beginning there, and this is that was the origin. He really was just a guy, a student, fucking around. And then these two gentlemen, along with another guy, not pictured here.
They look like they have a ghost hunting show.
Yes, they fucking do. Holy shit, that is accurate. They found it and thought, oh, damn, this is the next thing. This has to be something. It's going to be a big deal. So Reinhard Wraith, a.k.a. DJ Voodoo,
Sick.
a member of the Bass Bumpers production team.
Maybe the bass bumpers.
Oh, yeah, Bass Bumpers, sorry. Sorry, I'm reading all these wild names, man. It's got me fucking...
The bass bumpers are over at Gaither's Pond.
Well, it's frogs, And look at all these
The
aliens.
Swedish are usually known for their fish.
Yeah, the Swedish fish. There we go. And the frog, well, small pond, Gaither's Pond. You never know. This could be all tied together. They could have been something with Rhapsody Street Kids. It could all be connected. I don't know why this guy has 50 aliases that are essentially just like the same name over and over. He's also in Two Worlds, CVA, which, what do you think that stands for? Naughty Boy, Potato
I
Heads,
like Naughty Boy.
Resource, Voodoo and Serrano, and the Zepter Bros. So none of that even sounds real, but, well-versed guy apparently. And then also Henning Wreath, German producer, plays the keyboard and operates behind the sound mixing decks. He's into Freaks. He's in Any Questions, Miss Ping and Mr. Pong, Nutribrain, also in Potato Heads. These guys are in like 55 groups, and they figured Eurohitmusic.free.fr. That doesn't sound like a virus site. They decided they had to make Crazy Frog the next big thing with their buddy Wolfgang Boss.
Hell yeah.
Which, again, doesn't sound like a real name. Also looks like Casey's dad from FY Island. That could be Casey's father.
Like Casey mixed with Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay. And
Or Mike Myers.
oh, yes, Mike Myers. You got it. There you go. So he also goes by Boss and W Boss. So interesting little trio there.
I go by Bus, too.
And they obviously had something to do with Jamba, a.k.a. Jamster. But before I get too much farther into there, I feel like I need to talk more about Eric, right? The creator. I feel like he can't just get left in the dust. Some more, a little bit more has got to get explained about him. So here's our boy. Here's
Bam
Eric.
Margera.
He looks a little bit more like a Swedish Bam, huh? A little more nerdy
Wrestler,
here.
yeah.
He looks more like what's it? Brian with a G. What's his name? Comedian, funny guy. Brian, or with a P. Posehn, not with a G. Posehn. Yeah, a little bit more like he could be his
They're like Steve Agee.
cousin. Okay. It looks real theatrical here, but this man created Crazy Frog, and when you really see the face behind it, or he created the annoying thing. It really is interesting to see the man behind the work, but he does not really want anything to do with Crazy Frog. Mm-hmm. This guy likes NASA. And
Space dork.
This guy's a space dork. This guy wants to make movies like 3D animation about NASA. He was just learning stuff with Crazy Frog. He wants to make planets, and actually, look at this 7.35K. A shadow compared to those Crazy Frog accounts. It sucks that this guy who's making these intense animations now are, completely overshadowed by
Give
his
the
crazy.
people what they want.
They want Crazy Frog.
They want Crazy Frog to teach them about space.
Oh, combine them. Okay, because I was going to say, Crazy Frog is pretty controversial. There's a lot of people that don't love Crazy Frog. A lot of people hate him and don't like what he stands for. They don't agree with his beliefs.
A fake Crazy Frog biopic could be so good.
Just a bunch of bullshit loaded up. That would be awesome. Some shit like, just the complete origin, and then also going into the future of what he does to fix the planet.
Everyone start buying merch now so we can buy the Crazy Frog IP.
Crazy Frog. It's gonna be like Forrest Gump with Crazy Frog times 100.
Yeah.
He's gonna like bring peace to the Middle East. He's gonna prevent like a major natural disaster by like.
He's going to prevent the January 6th insurrection from going too
We're
far.
gonna rewrite some stuff how they did in Forrest Gump. They took liberties of Forrest Gump, saying that Forrest Gump like invented a smiley face. Like, so we could say that Crazy Frog stopped the January 6th riot. That's a
Stop the second tower from getting crashed into.
And Crazy Frog just didn't. He doesn't have any sort of political beliefs, I don't think, whatsoever. Crazy Frog is a true neutral, and he saw chaos in a place that's supposed to be, you know, the definition of control, and he broke it up. Like Killer Bean. I would love to see a Killer Bean Crazy Frog, like Freddy vs. Jason.
Wow. That would be I was thinking more of a team up.
Well, maybe something goes wrong, and they fight in the sequel, or vice versa. Something brings them
Maybe
together.
they're fighting the whole time, and then, oh, man, now we got to team up and fight for the greater good.
Common enemy, something bigger, something scarier.
Hollywood.
Eric, we're quiet.
Or text me, actually, instead. That's easier.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. But yeah, Eric wants nothing to do with it. Eric is a digital artist from Stockholm, Sweden. He did not invent Crazy
Could
Frog.
move to LA by now if he'd stuck with the Crazy Frog shit.
he probably could have really led into it. But yeah, even here, visual work for film, TV, games, web. You know, does not put it in his resume. Really, I had to find another weird IMDb site for it to mention he is best known for creating there's a typo in it.
Wow.
Best known for creating the character Crazy Frog. Eric first worked as a writer, director, producer, theater. So this is the only real, like, you know, besides interviews and stuff, which there is a 15-minute Crazy Frog documentary called Not So Crazy Frog, I think is what it's called.
We probably should have watched that before this is research.
I scanned it. I scanned through it. You can get a lot of it from, you know, what I saw on other sites. But, you know, I did check this out. So here's an interview with him, though. And then we'll get back into, you know, the besmirching that those other Swedish producers supposedly did to his thing that was, you know, really just wanted to be a throw out learning process. So let's jump right in. Perhaps we can start way back in your career when a certain piece of work helped you gain, you know, your fame without even mentioning it. You're talking about Crazy Frog, yes. So, you know, he goes on and explains it's an interesting experience. It was also very strange. Just learning how to be a character animator. So interesting that, you know, he gave him that cock because it was just kind of learning. He never really explains the cock, interesting enough. The cock does get discussed because it is an important part of Crazy Frog. But Eric doesn't ever really talk about the cock very much. But yeah, he didn't think it was going to be a big deal.
Okay, Wizard, keep your secrets.
Yeah, yeah. And then, you know, no Fallout since. He doesn't really work with them too much anymore. Mostly does. He's done a couple music videos with it, but that's mostly not what he wants to do. Supposedly, he's worth $500 million. He says, not according to my wallet. What do you mean with that question? Oh, wait. But I still own the character. I totally missed that. So apparently, Crazy Frog still owns the character, but oh my God, I'm stupid and I'm a bad journalist. I did not see when this article was posted. There's a chance that he has sold this because based on the recent Twitter stuff, it would make sense. I'm gonna check as soon as this is over on whether he still owns it, I guess. But that's it. I don't think he would really let it get leased out to do what it's been doing on Twitter. So I am interested to see who still actually owns it. Okay, I'm sorry. But look at that office. That's like glass behind stone. He's just in there making NASA movies now, which the Crazy Frog guy, he's got a cool ass office like this, huh? But Crazy Frog music is not something I can relate to. I do not think there's any public demand for this at all. A new song or music video, I was always more or less trying to stop it because I thought all ideas were bullshit. So he didn't like those guys. All those guys were quote unquote Euro trash, and this guy's.
Whoa, what does he say? Euro trash.
I'm saying Euro trash.
Oh. Well, you can't quote unquote. It makes it seem like he said it.
I'm quoting it, and you know he's not a fan of them. He's trying to be artsy. He's trying to be a theater NASA guy, and yeah, not really. If I was once asked by a reporter if I wanted it to say Crazy Frog on my tombstone. Of course I do not. But as of now, I guess that is what it's going to say if I die. And then,
Pretty funny.
he said he hopes that he can change that, though. He hopes that that's not the case. But yeah, this is what he wants to do. This is Wanderers, his big thing, which I feel kind of mean by not wanting to like show the whole thing, but it's like 4 full minutes. You can check this out. I'll put Eric's stuff in the description if you want to experience him as a what he really wants to do rather than Crazy Frog. But yeah, why is this
Best
not
far off places with a certain
So yeah,
romance.
it's just this type of stuff,
The appeal, I
Interstellar-esque
suspect, has been
type of,
meticulously
this would have
crafted
came out around
by natural
Interstellar too,
selection
actually.
as an essential element in
So
our
yeah,
survival.
check out Wanderers. We're not gonna watch that because we're trying to get the chuckles in more than the NASA stuff. That's for Bryston. Bryston's the NASA guy.
Yeah, Bryson is the NASA guy. I miss him.
He's doing good in space though. They put him out on that satellite, and he's really enjoying himself out there.
It was smart of them to put that big astronaut leash on him, though, so they don't lose him.
Yeah, they said that can never come off.
Mm-mm.
He's like a leash kid, but as a full adult. So back to Jamster. You remember Jamster, right? That's your commercial. That's where you saw Crazy Frog.
Oh, that's the ringtones?
The ringtones.
Yeah.
Remember the Family Guy?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the fucking... That was...
The emo girl.
What a different world, huh? Which I got a couple of those. We could just like watch them super quick. I don't want to like stick around on them at all. But here's the original Crazy Frog. This really played on TV.
Ding 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 ding.
You say those some numbers over his cock for the most part.
With a ringtone on your mobile now.
On your mobile now.
5 ringtones a week from just 60p per tone. Check Frog 13 for the mono.
Can you? What if like this never stopped? What if this was still like the way like you had to like get content on your phone? What a weird reality. There's this little
If you
guy.
want to watch a podcast, you gotta type like it's been a while 7 to.
Type it's been a while 7 to 75555. That's pretty good. But yeah, there was a lot of these. There's this little fucking idiot, this little bunny guy, this big idiot. I remember most of these. Anna Blue. This little baby Vuvu. Of course, Gummy Bear.
Classic.
Gummy Bear's a classic. Crazy Frog.
Remember
Remember these? Oh my god. I feel like these played the most.
Yeah. These. Oh
I
my
would see
God.
these so much.
Text now and get your result and
Specifically, this exact one was on for a long time.
Yes.
Like, they just did not refilm it or anything.
They were like, this will work for a decade and a half. Of course, you get your Family Guy theme. Peter 1. Type Peter 2. To get Peter naked. Jesus Christ. What else we got here? There's 2 different emo girls. Or no, there's 2 different emo boys. This is the emo girl. Damn, we might have to bop to this. This was the Damien Dawn. And he sees Anna. And he can help her. Because he's a vampire. And she's... Hold on, he's like a vampire. And she's like... Alright. I don't know about all that. Alright, what's next? Where's this little idiot? Oh my god.
What's happening?
I don't know. I think Wolfgang Boss is in your computer.
Oh no.
There's this little idiot. This one must have been late, right? Because that's like literally vampire Justin Bieber baby chipping.
Yeah.
Ooh, he went back up. And finally, that's Fritz.
That ain't Fritz.
You gotta go hang out with Fritz. All right.
I do kind of want to hang out with Fritz. Can we be done with this episode?
You want to do Crazy Fritz episode?
Yeah.
But yeah, here's this little son of a bitch. He's on the phone, And so it's a cover of Axel F, which is from Beverly Hills Cop, right?
Yeah, with Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. And there's a
'Cause
lot...
He's Axel Foley.
Okay. There's certain times where there is no... so it was made for that movie.
think so, yeah.
It's very interesting that it's just like made its way to be Crazy Frog, but it is like one of the like 80s songs. Like it is the 80s song. But yeah, this is when they renamed him Crazy Frog. When they switched it, Wernquist, he expressed his displeasure at the choice of the name, saying that it isn't a frog and it is not considered to be crazy. So I don't know.
It's annoying. It's not crazy. It's annoying.
It's a thing and it's annoying, not a frog that's crazy. But you see there, the track debuted at #1 in the UK and it stayed there for weeks. It surpassed a billion views on YouTube in 2009 too. So that was a big deal back then. And it is just wild, like the impact this had. And I knew that there was a decent amount of power that kind of Crazy Frog held in the the media for those few years, but there's way more than I thought. So look, there was a canceled TV series, there's a canceled feature film, there's all this shit we could have got, but there was a ton of merchandise. Yeah, this string of merchandise. Oh my god, there's this string of merchandise that was like released, and like how many like different like little like those like games that are in like a dentist's office.
Yeah.
Like how many of those do you think there might be of Crazy Frog?
I have no idea. I thought maybe 1 or 2.
There's some intense. There's games. There's Crazy Frog Racer 1 and 2. We'll need to play those at some point. Yeah, the Not So Crazy Frog. That was the documentary that came out. But yeah, just a lot of going on. Look at the references section for the Wikipedia. This much shit is able to be referenced on this fucker's Wikipedia. Like the amount that goes into this. Here's one of the producers of Crazy Frog talking to his child. He's paying your rent, and that he is. All right, what's next? God, there's so much. I know this seems a little out of order, but there's really no good way to like completely put it together. So let's watch some of these videos here after we look. So he's put out this many singles, not a whole lot, and they're pretty spread out. And as you can see, a lot of them are covers, if not all of them. Cha Cha Slide, Crazy Frog in the House, Last Christmas, We Are the Champions, Ding a Dang Dong, and you want to see where that peak chart position is real quick on these songs? Look at this.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck? I mean, the 50 in the U.S. is like...
That's surprising to me. I would have thought it way higher.
Yeah, right? Like, that seems a little low there. But, I mean, there's this shit going on in France. Like, it's hitting every...
The Crazy Frog is way bigger everywhere else than America.
Yes.
Wow.
He's a big European thing. He is a big European thing. The big European guy. And here's
goddamn Euros.
Here's his albums, and then look, peak chart positions. For some reason, the entire Crazy cover album hit #1 album in Canada and New Zealand. The whole album did it. Like, what's coming out around this time? Like some of the biggest pop music, in 2005 and shit. Like some big 2000s pop is coming out around here. #1 today, Crazy Frog beats Coldplay in the top. That's insane. We're still Ring a Ding Ding and in Chris Martin's ears 15 years on. Seemingly unstoppable band gets trounced on by an animated amphibian. Except he's not. He's not an amphibian. He's not a frog. Big in Russia, too. Got the whole Russian Frog album. Anti-Frog, of course. And, Tricky apparently hit number 26 on YouTube Music, which was this is one of his most recent ones that came out here. So, still doing decent apparently.
Do you think we could get not like the creators, but do you think we could get the Crazy Frog on an episode?
The Crazy Frog? That'd be pretty wild if we got this son of a bitch. So, how would they even do that? You think it would, I would want it to be live. I would not want to talk to him not live. That would ruin the immersion, right? We'd have to stream it.
Yeah.
It has to be fully live. So here's the official music video for the song Axel F.
Yeah, I've seen this plenty.
You've seen this plenty?
Yeah.
Now, I mostly just want to play a little bit of these to show that this guy here, the most annoying thing in the world, 50 grand, not that much. He's supposedly a government agent, this man. So I had to learn a little bit about the lore, of what's going on in these music videos, because he's being chased by that man and these robots in almost all of them. Sometimes he's just partying and being crazy. But apparently he has something that the government created and it made him crazier, or he's just so crazy that he stole the thing and was already this crazy to begin with. But the government wants him.
He looks like a frog.
He does look a lot like a frog, huh? Like, I don't get what the guy was. I don't get what Eric's thinking, like, being like, he's not a frog. Like, he looks enough like a frog. I get why he got called. I'm surprised he didn't call it the annoying frog. I guess crazy frog is more appealing than annoying. It's annoying is I don't want that on my phone. I
Well,
want
annoying orange was probably big at the time too.
Oh, annoying orange. I totally forgot about the annoying orange. I bet that's why they changed it. Holy shit.
I'm pretty fucking smart.
You're
folks.
pretty smart. So the government is out to get Crazy Frog. They want him dead. They want him, you know, they want whatever he's got. And here's him performing live like the year that came out. So is that a child playing? So not only did he blow up, but he blew up to a point where they put somebody in this horrific ass costume and put him out with this are these Brazilian dancers?
It's got a little bit of a penis bump.
Does he got a penis bump there? Yeah, this is Brazil, right?
Probably.
It all comes back to Gabriel.
Always.
Alrighty, and here is the only time that Crazy Frog is in like mixed medium, where he kind of enters our reality and flies around, and a bunch of people do the little dance. So he's pretty accepted by a lot of people in the real world, which, I feel like people. How do you think people would react if he just kind of fell into like New York City? Do you think he'd get stoned to death? Or do you think he's recognizable enough that he'd be protected?
For sure, with him being who he is, influencer culture would be all over him. He'll be grabbing pictures. People be trying to sign him to deals.
He'd be like in Churdley's skits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd have a fucking podcast.
He'd be on Rogan.
Yeah, he'd be on Rogan. I was going to say he'd be on with like Jordan Peterson or some shit.
Jordan Peterson, the debate, or what's what's his name? The Change My Mind guy.
Oh,
Steven Chowder.
Louder with Crowder.
Yeah, he argues that they debate politics. This one's called Daddy DJ.
But we did establish Crazy Frog not political, so.
Yeah, he'd probably just debate, like, why are you wasting your time with this? Like, what you should go, like, smell the roses. So even Daddy DJ here is... What is this song? It's a cover of something.
Is it?
I swear it is. Oh, well. But they perform with him here for a little bit, but they do have tanks. They do want him dead still. They do want to kill Crazy Frog.
It's tricky.
Now, how do you think about that Warner Brothers intro there?
Wow. I did not think this was going to be a cover, to be honest, when it said new song.
Space shuttle for the ultra rich. And there's like border patrol. And he's gonna hop this border and fly with Elon.
So how new is this video then?
This one came out within like the last year. I think this was the one that was 6 months ago.
Okay.
So this is, I think, or maybe they've dropped a couple shorts, but this one was in the last year. And like I said, they keep saying like, for Crazy Frog's coming back, and then it's been a while since it's posted. He's posting like this.
It's dicked up again. That's like the most swing I've seen this dick get.
It's swinging. And this has like big Jason vibes.
They got straight jiggle physics.
Yeah, just a physics. Oh! It's big Jason vibes. I can see Jason dancing like that actually.
It's been a while.
So yeah, he's performing live a couple times, which is truly crazy that like multiple groups of large, groups of people were ready to watch this. And listen how loud this is.
And people are paying to have it happen.
Yeah. Listen to these fucking speakers. You're getting blown out. Hell yeah. Sorry, headphones listeners. All right, what's next? We gotta keep moving along. We gotta keep moving through the Crazy Frog pond.
You keep it moving, brother.
All right, should we go into the controversy?
Yeah,
some,
might as well.
some of the more intense things. Now, the controversy section is one of the largest sections of the Crazy Frog Wikipedia. It's like for the rest of the Wikipedia, the controversy section is almost like half, like of compared to the rest. Which, you know, I knew about a couple things, but goddamn, Crazy Frog stays in hot water. Then frog legs stay boiling. Next, we have right here. So reception. In March 2005, antivirus vendors discovered W32Krog.worm, a computer virus, a contraction of Crazy Frog, Krog, which spreads through file-sharing networks like MSN Messengers, exploiting Crazy Frog's notoriety with a promise of animation depicting his, oh my god, penis premise. It's just him, you know, he's going to be dancing around. So these people were getting fucking these ads, and it was just like these malware that was just fucking their computer up because they thought they were actually downloading just like Crazy Frog dancing. So that was like the evil form of Jamster. What is this one? Viewers were at the ASA. Complaints about the Crazy Frog advertisements. The intensity of advertising was unprecedented in British television. So yeah, as these Jamsters about 73,716 spots. So they had 2,300 slots daily. So 87% of the population saw the Crazy Frog adverts on average 86 times. They said that some of them were 15% claimed they were twice during the same advertising breaks. So like, dude, they were hitting them fucking way too much. Like they saw it 60 times or more overall. You know, it's immensely irritating. People were angry about it. Now the genitals, of course. Complaints with the UK's advertising standards. Oh, that's what ASA is. You know, Jamster was saying he had a visible penis and scrotum. Some parents claim that was inappropriate. Also, the frequency, you know, so, you know, twice an hour they were seeing that little frog cock. You know, ASA did not uphold the complaints, pointing out the advert was inappropriate. You know, and it had the phone number, which, you know, wasn't for kids. And that was kind of the start of microtransactions for kids. You know, this is probably where, like, the loot box all kind of stemmed from. A kid gets on their parents' phone.
Well, Bryson did it once and ordered a bunch of ringtones, and his parents were like, who the fuck did this? He was telling me the story a little while ago.
Damn it, and now he's gone. And he came back with censored genitals, and in 21, he made light of the controversy, saying a lot of people were shocked to see my pee-pee in 2005, and they're still shocked to see it in 2021. So the stuff he's putting on the Twitter is intense, and I'll show you a little bit later. So, okay, yeah, here it says, viewers felt it was not made sufficiently clear that they were subscribing to a service rather than paying a one-time fee. So a lot of the time with those Jamster things, you were getting charged monthly to go download it all, and you didn't even realize it. But now here's the big one. On July 1st, 2020, so just a few months after returning in the midst of the pandemic, Crazy Frog Twitter account, the official Twitter, posted a depiction of the character in a noose.
I remember this.
Appearing to commit suicide by hanging. The tweet was quickly deleted and an apology was issued. The apology itself has been deleted as well. We do. We do have the noose picture. He said, "Goodbye, world." Then he said, "Apologize for the previous tweet," and then he deleted both of them, erasing it completely off of the internet. Besides our podcast and you know, Google Images and shit, that will never forget something as insane or crazy, as this. Also, non-fungible token right there. They were going to make NFTs.
That was just bound to happen, right?
Of course, right? But, you know, in terms of controversy, you know, people have disliked him for a while. Here he here he is about to get pitched, I believe, and kicked into the air. So the Crazy Frog hate's nothing new, you know. People have had problems with him for a while. And I'm actually going to open this in another thing here. Okay. I don't know who this guy is, unfortunately.
I found something pretty awesome. Remember Crazy Frog? Yeah. The number one thing that sticks out for me with Crazy Frog is those old school stupid mobile phone ads. Remember those? where you could like text a certain number and it would charge you like $30, and then they'd send you this stupid video of Crazy Frog making a noise.
All right, we
I heard the annoying thing. I don't remember it being called the annoying thing, but yeah, this one's an AM FM radio.
Get up close here.
AM FM radio.
Okay.
Don't know much else on it, but it's AM and FM, so if you want to listen to AM.
That's so random.
And this is just an FM radio, but it's like actually the frog.
Oh, whoops, goddamn it.
There he is there. Oh, where's his penis?
He didn't have one,
I remember him, wasn't that
Didn't he
a
have a little one?
And that was like a controversy?
Yeah, that he had.
The controversy of the Crazy Frog penis.
The Mandela effect. Crazy Frog penis Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is real, says the Crazy Frog official Twitter. The Crazy Frog Twitter is trying to gaslight everyone into forgetting about the Crazy Frog's crazy-sized cock. Here we are, change.org. This is real. I signed it. We're getting close to that 1,500 to bring back Crazy Frog's penis. Wow. They took it off. But yeah, it's blasphemy, as they say. People are mad. In 2009, it was also reported that he contracted swine flu, implying he died in Paris. And that was that, and then the noose one. Those are the two canonical Crazy Frog deaths. So it's kind of like, is it like Mr. Peanut? You know, Mr. Peanut was reborn from the ashes like a phoenix.
You think Crazy Frog has been baby Grooted and grown?
Is it baby Grooted? Is it his son? Or is there a Crazy Frog kin we didn't know about? A brother? A twin, perhaps? You know, there's a lot of options of what it could be. 2005, I was the world's most hated frog. 2021, I am the world's most hated frog. Nothing's changed, huh? So, Crazy Frog be tweeting. Here's him and Elon. The Crazy Frog has left you. It's kind of dark. It's kind of scary. But I got to say, this was from August 8th here. It's the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. And it's him escaping the bad robots. 8 comments, 11 retweets, 99 favorites. For 69K, Crazy Frog's engagement is not great.
Yeah.
Crazy Frog's engagement is not the best. So people aren't really people want to see what he has to offer, but only when it's really controversial. It seems like, and they're ballsy. They're ballsy. Here's them coming at this fan account a little crazy. Trying to it's like the Spider-Man meme, you know, like the up on the rooftop in the rain pointing the gun at two clones. The Crazy Frogs are trying to get each other to say things that they probably shouldn't be.
Well, that was funny because 2009 Paris, and that's where the swine flu thing was.
Yeah, it all comes together. It's all connected. Now, of course, the NFTs. Crazy Frog claps back at haters after receiving death threats. So everyone has a say. So this was followed by another tweet saying they're just the social media guys, not Crazy Frog's creator Eric Hornquist. We're all fans of Crazy Frog just like you. So some unofficial people, these social media guys, you know, there's somebody that's not the producers, not Eric, that is obviously on the Twitter. Because, like, Eric and those guys, they're all way too Swedish to be on the Twitter posting Crazy Frog in a noose. You know, they're rolling in warehouses.
That's not cool for you to be mean to us. Shut the fuck up, bro. You start the Crazy Frog Twitter account, people are going to come at you a little crazy.
Yeah, and you make Crazy Frog NFTs, you might get 1 or 2 death threats. So, you know, they are saying that they went forward with the project, which, to my knowledge, I can't tell. So here's the official Crazy Frog NFT website. Whoa, what's going on? You know, maybe be a little bit more professional. I don't know. I know it's Crazy Frog, but it's also like a big purchase. This was to sign up for it. Now, it said that this was supposed to happen last year. I can't tell if it happened or not. They said that, of course, they were going to get the Gummy Bear NFT collection was going to come out. You know, I don't – God, I mean, I really just think it should be original art, if anything, should be NFTs. Like, and not fucking mass-produced like the Hasbula or the fucking Bored Ape. Like, it should be, like, cool art pieces, you know, like digital art you can own. Not Gummy Bear, not David bit my finger, or David goes to the dentist, Charlie bit my finger, sorry. And, you know, I don't know. But, yeah, they're saying all this shit. You know, I don't I can't tell. I don't think Meta Beats really did what they promised on.
Fuck Meta Beats.
And also deVue was supposedly the other website that was going to be hosting Crazy Frog NFTs. And if you see there, I typed Crazy Frog into the search bar, and nothing came up. So
weak.
Doesn't look like much happened. But let's go into a little bit of the fandom, because people do love Crazy Frog also. You know, with every hater, there is someone who loves it, and sometimes there's even two little guys that really love it.
Take 3.
No way.
Remember that? Now, for a long time, I didn't know that this was what I just saw these kids dancing around to other music. I never knew this was like for Crazy Frog until like, I don't know, a year or two ago maybe. But this kid, they're fucking, it is orchestrated. It is choreographed. Hell yeah. This will be the description also. As much as I love to watch these kids dance around for 3 minutes,
Everyone knows I'm funny.
we gotta go on.
Say so, wouldn't you, Will?
You know,
well,
he's
no,
in TV
not
shows
really.
referenced.
Funny boy, make me laugh.
This is a British
without
TV show
endorsing.
called The In-Betweeners. So he was a big deal in other countries for sure. Now people also, like I said, people copycats. Now this is a really weird, like Jeb Bush parody, I guess. I don't really understand it. It's pretty fucking weird. But as you know, there are people that that parodied it. There are people that put him in Smash Bros. Pretty clean too. Like he looks like he's supposed to be in here, huh?
Yeah.
They reskinned Wario for the motorcycle, right?
Nice.
That makes sense. Let's get him closer up. Yeah, come here. Look at him riding around, dude. I really want to play Crazy Frog in Smash.
Yeah.
No, the fucking sound effects. But yeah, you know, people, the dedication that people are going through, and then I just got a big list of pictures. We're gonna fly. Not even so much fan art. I'm sure there is a ton of fan art, but I already had so much going. Like we're already 50 minutes in. Like there wasn't even enough room for fan art really. But look at this. This is some homemade costumes. This is Caleb and a little monkey and a guy, a big big Crazy Frog guy. Some cursed deep fried memes. you know you had to do it to him. This is like in a hotel. He's being crucified at a convention in public. Look at these. Some of these are really scary. These costumes.
Dude, we should be Crazy Frog for Halloween.
Oh, this is at like a fucking Spirit Halloween. It looks like this is at like a little fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should all just be different levels of Crazy Frog. Look at someone made a hat. People are cosplaying Crazy Frog.
Would you smash? Go back. Would you smash
the Crazy Frog girl?
Yeah.
There's more than one Crazy Frog girl in here. You can buy it. It's half off right now. Who's a better looking Crazy Frog?
I like the first one.
First Crazy Frog's better.
Yeah. She's cute too, though.
So many costumes. There's some fan art, some realistic. This kid's just in a parking lot with him or a driveway with him. What's the big deal? Look at him holding the cock, smoking a joint. You know, it's intense. There's a lot. Here he is. Is that what is this? Some rugby? This is like a different. Oh. It's like a mascot of theirs combined with Crazy Frog. It looks like there's so much. It like doesn't make sense, honestly. Here he is at like a video game. Maybe this was for the release here. Here's some boys hanging out.
Maybe that was for Animal Crossing because he had like the Hawaiian shirt on.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh, no, he does have Hawaiian shirts. That's an alternate. That's in a music video. But maybe it was in one of those games, honestly, like when those games came out, the midnight release. Here's another Crazy Frog tweet. And here is a very weird Facebook account I found where a man dresses up in a Crazy Frog suit and just kind of lives his life. It's kind of like he's like a hillbilly furry, but with Crazy Frog.
Can we get him on the podcast?
Here he is just doing like video poker, like there's like a racing going on the TV. He's just like in a bar. We could maybe get him on.
Yeah, definitely contact him.
Here he is. Oh, maybe this is that room. Yeah, so this is like a garage. He's like a racer. And he's
Dude, him versus Gabriel versus Bryson.
yeah. He's probably
I'll
good.
play Forza.
Like, I don't want to dox the guy, but like here he is doing like demo derbies in a Crazy Frog outfit. Yeah, I feel like that really raises your chance of dying, getting in a demo derby and wearing like something that like over encumbers you this much. Like that's here he's DJing.
Yeah, probably keeps you from getting a concussion and hitting your head and shit.
Do you think it's like a nice big helmet?
Yeah.
So yeah, here he is DJing, and oh, okay, that's
It's like those dork pads that they were wearing in Hard Knocks. They're like, this reduces concussions by like
10%. The Crazy Frog costume saves 10% of demolition derby drivers that would have died.
It becomes Demo Derby League mandated to wear a Crazy Frog head.
Yeah, there are a couple imposters, and I just realized that one of them is not here. So give me 1 second.
Time out.
Oh, there's the.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Now, we're going to watch this cool ad for some cheesy chips. Now, I don't necessarily consider this a knockoff, but a lot of people do. A lot of people consider this Crazy Frog knockoff.
Hey, we let you in. You have to be quiet.
What are you? Do you think this stole some inspiration from Crazy Frog or no?
I mean, probably inspired by it, but I wouldn't say ripped off.
Not ripped off. I agree. Because
now, if he was with a motorcycle started flying off, yeah, rip off.
Yeah,
but.
and I don't think there's any motorcycle. Let's make sure. Looks like he just dances around pretty crazy.
But that'd be like saying he's a Michigan J Frog knockoff because he's a frog who dances around.
Oh, this little man coming here trying to fucking start some shit, apparently. But this is the real imposters, the new Crazy Frogs.
Oh, unacceptable.
Now, I don't think this has any affiliation with the other ones. I can't really find it. They're listed through a different thing. That's not like Jamster or Jamba or anything like that. Jamba, whatever, So, what are you doing, you little gummy bear? Sorry, that's your joke. And here's the new Crazy Frogs, though. This is called the Ding Dong Song, which ding 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 dong.
If you're going for the new Crazy Frogs, I wish you'd grab something so old school.
I don't even like.
Go.
This came out 7 years ago, and they put this song out, and that's it. They put that song out and nothing else.
Good.
They put out a karaoke version of it. They put out like in a different language. They put out all these different advanced. What is that? Advanced what? So they fell off. So you really can't step to Crazy Frog. Crazy Frog will stomp you into the dirt, which is how it goes. Let's see what I got next here. I should have wrote this down. It's easier than looking on my phone. All right, the merchandise. We gotta check out all this merchandise. Because there's a fair amount of merch.
Get one of them annoying thing action figures. That'd go good on one of these shows.
That would go great. They did have a U2's drop. You know how I have the I had to do it to him figure, same brand. This is the like meme pop figure basically. So they do have the Crazy Frog. It is in pre-order still right now. Shipping is in progress though. And these are these weird little McDonald's toys. Look at these. This doesn't seem like this. I don't know what these other bands are, but isn't this a strange little McDonald's toy?
Yeah.
Like I did not really know. Let me see. I think this is a video of it. Hey, what are you doing? This cat is being naughty. Hey!
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really do a whole lot. It's just a little speaker deal.
They couldn't
Sounds like shit.
They couldn't get the rights. It's not XLF anymore. There must have been some licensing shit they couldn't put.
No, dude, I think they're just part of it is just missing.
I think they took. It's almost like they just rearranged the notes. It's like there must have been something there like you got to delete a track of it and rearrange 30% of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they couldn't get those rights, which is just fucking wild. What is this? Why is this? What is this image for? Oh, it's this one. Okay, so yeah, so pretty. You know, it was a McDonald's. You can buy a bath towel and a gaming pad off their website if you want. You can get a weird little, knitted one. Here's a mobile phone gift set. I don't know what this even means. Is this a keychain? He's like huge, and he goes on your phone. Look at that there's little dicks on the little action figures.
Yeah.
Christmas. You could get now. What do you think?
That seems unofficial.
You think this is gonna help or hurt your chances? You bring a girl home from a bar, and you got the bed made this nice, like military. You can bounce a quarter off it, but it's Crazy Frog. He's got a little ass.
Yeah,
there's like a game here. There's like a card game type thing. Clocks. Little other action figures. That's one of the radios that we saw. There was a lot of different merchandise of this little fucker. Look at how it moves, dude. Moves pretty weird. That's your keychain. Now, your little cum jar. This on Etsy. This is Russian. You get this fucking boombox. You get this little iPod thingy. See, there's your Hawaiian version. That's when he's going real casual mode, right? But like
everybody gangsta till the Crazy Frog top starts spinning.
I can't find that besides that video, but these little fuckers are expensive. They're still sitting at around $100. Still sitting at around $100. Not too awesome. So we'll see. Maybe we'll catch a deal. Maybe we'll, I might be in a thrift shop or something. I might find a dirty old,
just send it to us.
Annoying
Somebody else
thing
buy it for me.
Yeah, come on. Somebody send us this shit. We really need this. Hit us up. We'll give you a PO box
right there,
or we'll put a little name tag of yours hanging off of it. Even. Let's watch just some footage of those games real quick. Real quick. Yeah. So here is little guy here, and I think you could actually buy an RC car version of him, but a lot of people did like DIYs. Whipped his ass around, which I would love to put him on a car like that. See, there's like a little, I think he's a radio, maybe that's like a little game. Here's like a phone.
Oh, it looks like he's got weird abs because of all the buttons.
He looks scared that you're like playing this on him. Yeah, he's like upset. Look, he's like, "Oh, what are you? You're disfiguring my chest in these designs." It's his mouth on here. See, look at these little dentist games. What if you go on the dentist and he's got every single one of these? Look at them all. There's so many, and then the 3-in-1. They put them all together.
Wow.
I don't even know what the pen game is. Really cheap, actually. The pen game's only like $12 on eBay.
I don't want that though.
You don't want the pen game? Like, what even is this? It's like a real pen, and then you just play that. You get that confiscated so fast in school.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's your Crazy Frog Racers, and then there was also the Crazy Frog Art School, which is like really weird and kind of hard to find footage of. But yeah, here's a nice side-by-side comparison of. You got your Game Boy Advance, and the fact that they made it for all these different consoles. The DS one looks rough.
Yeah. Yeah, the only good DS games were the games like outright made for the DS.
Yeah, exactly, and nothing else.
Yeah.
PS2 or PC and PS2 are not that bad, but yeah, look at that.
What was that one? Looked really good.
PC, yeah.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, for when this would have came out. But yeah, like it does look kind of fun. Like it feels fast like a PS2 racer does. Like it's quick. It's like F-Zero. But and then here's also there's not really that good of footage from the art school game. But here's Racer 2. Turtle Games, haven't really heard of them doing too much. So they introduce all these characters just like for this. Like they're not really even in the music videos. Of course. They got it for this apparently. They just use the same sound effects. But yeah, this honestly doesn't look a whole lot different than the first one. But we're getting close. We're getting close to the end of Crazy Frog, and it makes me sad, but, you know, Crazy Frog is supposedly coming back soon. So that's going to be very exciting if they do. And
yeah, they're coming on the podcast.
They're coming on the
One way or
podcast.
another.
But last but not least, I accidentally stumbled upon a Crazy Frog cake. And I kept looking just to see how many different Crazy Frog cakes I could find.
It looks like that's a lot.
I found 37 different Crazy Frog cakes that have a image that you can find by going like no more than 1 to 2 clicks off of Google Images. So, can you think of how many there are total that are just on someone's Facebook or are never on someone's fucking photo album that will never touch the internet? I found 37. Now this one was for a 21 birthday, and I didn't want to censor all the names. I don't want to roast anybody for having a Crazy Frog cake, so I won't. But there's a lot. He's 2. I don't even know if he registers what that is.
Mm-hmm.
That one looks a little drunk. Thomas, Feliz cumpleaños, Thomas. Tinko had a little fucking cake with Crazy Frog there. That one is a little more looking like an octopus almost. Go crazy, Emily, for your 13th birthday. Happy birthday. We might as well wish all these people happy birthdays, huh? David Coe. Happy birthday, David Coe.
For Cody Coe's little baby.
Turning 7. Happy 7th birthday, Andrew. It looks like 7's a common age to have a Crazy Frog cake, it looks like. It's
a good age for a Crazy Frog cake.
Yeah, we don't got one on here, but what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14. 14 on that one. Okay, sorry, 36. I guess I got a double in there, my bad. Here's him cutting a little cake. That was a pre-bought cake, it looks like Celebration. Looks like a pre-made one from a store. That one looks metallic. He's shiny. He's oiled up there. Skippy? Oh, Seth. Oh, happy 8th birthday, Seth. Yeah, he does look like a frog. 5R. A-R. Or.
Oh, I thought that said sore.
This one's like a popcorn one. Maybe this one wasn't for a birthday. Maybe that was just to be cool. Look at this little motherfucker. Little Panchito. Is that his name? Little Pachito. Little Pachito with like this a homemade fucking Crazy Frog. This is what's up. They got the fruit cake too. You know, they really made sure that everything was taken care of for little Pachito, which awesome, man. What's this one? Stacy. So a lot of them are different languages. I don't even know if 3. Now look at that one's got a juicy cock. That one's got an actual like human penis, and that one too. Like that's like that's just a fucking flaccid cock. No name on this one. This one's got the cool stone texture behind it. Looks like it kind of got like a black eye. Page got some art, got some depth layers to this one. Fucking cocked up though on some of these. So the Mandela effect stands true for here. He looks drunk. He looks arguably
looks like he's got chemicals going through him.
Crazy. He's getting infected by the city. Big old the fart cloud. The fart cloud from where you moved to in high school that I was told about by Caleb earlier. Poo cloud. Liam, happy birthday, Liam. Ricardo, happy birthday, Ricardo. There's so many. Got a no name. Got a big head on this sucker right here. But like, they're so Crazy Frog, Which, by the way, I love the cap. We should just get these hats and wear the Crazy Frog like aviator hats around. Golden
goggles?
Yeah, the goggles and the cap. This is a Russian. He's big in Russia. He's like got his cock in those caramel corns, it looks like. A lot of popcorn stuff. Yeah. Oh, he had a song called Popcorn, that's why. He had a song called Popcorn, or a cover probably. He's a little more green here than I'd like him to be, but he's like hanging out on the beach.
Green around the gills. Do frogs have gills?
No, because they got the big throat, right? I think
I don't
that's
know,
I
my
think
ass.
I think that's part. I think the throat is their thing. So he's on a rocket, another Russian one. They got the 3 frogskateers on that one. Not even gonna try to read this, but he's pretty detailed. He's looking good here. But again, yeah, they're really making sure these cocks. Like, do you think like people are calling the cock piece? 3 and 7 looks like the most common age.
4 different crazy frogs on there.
Yeah, every alias, every different thing he needs to impersonate, every disguise. 4 on that one. Crazy, the city. They really take a lot of justice with the city on some of these. Here he is flying through the city again. That's probably the little boy and his brother or something. Maybe they did a shared one. That's a Russian site though. Oh, to be a Russian cake maker making crazy frog cakes, man. That's the shit. But this may have been a proposal. This may be like Valentine's Day. Do you think this couple bonded over Crazy Frog and this was
I hope it was the first song at their wedding.
That's the first song at their wedding.
Ding, ding.
So 36 Crazy Frog cakes. And that's draws us, to our conclusion here on the Crazy Frog. Now, we just got to keep our eyes peeled. It's been a while bump, like we said. Maybe the 6 months of silence on the YouTube will get broken here. And we'll get some Crazy Frog news in the next few days. So, fingers crossed on that, folks. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Stay crazy. Ding, ding.
Ra-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fucking.
I'm gonna make that again. Going on. Why must I feel this way? Just make this go away. Just one more peaceful day. It's been a while, but